Yo, my people, what's good? Yo, so September is always a month that you need to watch out for in these markets. I'm gonna give you historically what has always happened for the most part, majority of all Septembers. That way you're not blindsided by anything that could potentially happen. All right, before we get there though, all right, I gotta give you a scripture today. I'm gonna go with the verse of the day on the Bible app because I saw it and I liked it, you know what I'm saying? 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, pray and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, I will forgive them of their sin and heal their land, all right? So it's important to humble yourself before the Lord. Don't act like you too haughty, too proud, too good. You know what I'm saying? Humble yourself or he gonna humble you. You know what I'm talking about? Just straight, plain and simple, all right? Seek his face, especially in this time. Man, y'all know the world is getting crazy. So you got to be prepared and locked in with Jesus. You know what I'm talking about? Simple as that, all right? So I do want to hop in and just kind of show y'all historically what the market has done, because there's a lot of key things you need to know. That way you can capitalize off of this, all right? I want y'all to eat all year long, all right? So pay close attention to this video. Let's go. What's good, my people? So check. Y'all know, historically, right? US 30, NAS 100. They typically do the same things in September. Now, this September could be different, but if we go back historically, we see exactly what happens, all right? So if you see right here, September 1st, 2020, pretty much, this is the monthly candle, by the way, monthly candles, right? For the first 2 months, that thing dipped, September, right? Going into October or whatever. But September was a down month for it. September 21, another down month. September 22, another down month. September 23, another down month. 24 was the only green month in the past, what, 3 to 4 years? So this year, what could we be expecting for US 30 in September? Down month, right? We can expect sales, and it's sold pretty much for the whole month. Now, again, this year could be different and it could just skyrocket and go up. But based on history, every September, we usually get a good sell-off somewhere. All right, so be looking for that on US 30 coming up this week. Just keep your eyes on it, okay? All right, so same with NAS 100. Let me go over here. NAS 100, same thing. September 1st, 2020, through, you know, the middle of the month. So I'll just say it like this. Normally, NAS 100, US 30, and cryptos, right? They usually are in the first 2 to 3 weeks of the month, usually down. And then they'll start, getting their step and their rhythm back towards like the middle end of September, and then October is usually green, going up, as well as crypto. Crypto's the same way, right? So it's usually have a down month September, and then towards the middle or the end of September, things start going back up. So just keep that in mind. But if you see NAS 100, 2020, it was a down month, sale. We go to 2021, sale candle. 2022, sale candle, the whole month, firing it up, right? 2023, sales. 2024, again, was the only green month. And that was last year. So previously, usually sales. Now again, this one could just be another green that could skyrocket, but just keep your eyes on that sale, because the stochastic is getting high up there again, and history usually repeats itself. So we could get a nice sell-off for the month. You know what I'm saying? Could be nasty. Could be a nasty sale too. So just keep that in mind. All right, GJ, historically, it just depends. I'm not really worried about that. And then as well as gold. I will say gold has dropped September 2020, 2021 dropped, 2022 dropped, 2023 has dropped, and then 2024 was on the buys. So historically, September is usually a down month for gold as well. We'll keep our eyes on it.
You know, I really don't like selling on gold, but because I know gold, like when everything is in a crisis, gold is usually the first thing to rise. But it does have its months, and it does. You can see how long this one sold. This one was selling for a long time, from 2022 to 2023. I mean, it was major sell action. All right, so just keep that in mind. All right, now that's just, you know, that's just in case you want to know what the market could potentially do for the month. That way you ain't caught, you know, blindsided. Now, as far as GJ, I know I just like to trade that on the hourly joint. All right. I'm always trying to look for pullbacks. So if we get GJ this week to pull down, because right now it looks like we're starting to break out. We did a pullback here, broke above. We should be getting some type of pullback right back into this area right here. All right. And we should be getting another buy. Now, again, we do have a lot of rejection up in here, so the buy may not be long. You know, it could be a decent one, you know, catch some good pips, or it could just finally take off, you know, back up in this range up in here this week. So we'll just keep that in mind as well. But that's an area I will be looking for. So let me give you price targets on that. All right, so this will be pullback area if it does pull back. All right, I will give you at least two. So let me mark this up right here. All right, say first area, pullback zone, 198.405. You could do a pending order there or whatever, or you could just, you know, do whatever you want to right there. My next area, because all this rejection, will be 198.298. So that could be pending order or whatever, right? We get that pull down into that area. We have a lot of rejection, right? Hold on, let me move that up. But we do have a lot of rejection right there, and right there. Okay, major rejection areas for a bounce. So keep that in mind this week on that. All right. Now again, we come here to gold. If we start to get that pullback, because we are, if you think about it, we are a little away from the 20. So that could be a play. You know, we could start dipping and we might reject or bounce off over to get close and then head back up. Or we might dip all the way down this week. Who knows? We could have another one of these. September is usually always one of them crucial months, you know, so you got to keep that in mind. All right, so that's kind of what I'm looking at coming up week. So basically US 30, NAS 100, I'm looking for some good sales potentially for this month. A lot of sell activity on crypto, you know, your XRPs, your Bitcoins, your Ethereums. Really the whole crypto market just depends on, you know, how it works. But usually September is usually a month where the market sells off and then they start to recover in the middle of the month or towards the end of the month. And then the rest of the year is usually gold as far as crypto goes. And then as far as US 30, that just recovers how it's going to recover. If it dips in September, we'll see. All right. But historically, it's been dipping. So I want y'all to always keep that in mind. Okay. So while you're on these charts and you see it, we see the stochastic is starting to get up there. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It might give you a little more push, but it might turn around and drop filthy. Just so keep in mind, you could get some of these right here. You know what I mean? So let that be expected this week, just in case, or this month. I should say not even a week, this month. Just keep your eyes on it because you could have a nasty dip. All right. So hopefully that has helped you. Keep your eyes on that. I will be back with more videos. Let me know what y'all want to see in the comment section. Holla at your boy. Peace.
God's timing is perfect. Patience has a purpose. Waiting for it's worth it. Right on time when we late to the